azingale, azingale ba, azingale, azingale ba, azingale, azingale ba, azingale, azingale, azingale ba, azingale, azingale ba, azingale, azingale ba, azingale, azingale. Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, kindly subscribe. If you are old here, thank you so much for tagging along. So guess what you're going to be doing today? Guess what? Guess what? So today I'm going to be preparing a Ghanaian traditional meal called TZ. Others call it ewedu. Others call it what? TZ ewedu, Tuo Zaafi. Yes, Tuo Zaafi. But whatever be the case, it's a Ghanaian traditional meal. And this meal originated from the northern part of Ghana. Trust me, if you are from the northern part of Ghana and you don't eat TZ before going to bed, then I doubt you are from the northern part of Ghana. Yes. So it originated from the northern parts of Ghana. So and it goes along with lots of soups. Okay, you can take it with ayoyo, you can take it with dry okro, you can take it with okro itself, you can take it with granule soup. Just it has varieties of soups that you can take it with. But today I'm going to be preparing TZ with ayoyo. Yes, so without much ado, let's get right into the video. So as usual, just like every Ghanaian meal, or let me say most Ghanaian meals, you blend your onion, your ginger.
Ginger.
So you blend your garlic. Finally, you blend your ginger. This is what happens anytime I cook. It's just the onions. I don't know if it happens to you too. Comment down below. So now I'm going to blend my ginger, garlic and onion, and I'll be steaming the meat with this as well as preparing the stew with it. So here is our meat. I have in here goat meat and cow intestines. So like this gives the stew a different level of taste. Like it adds a lot to it. So if you can get intestines, it's good. But if you don't have it, if you can't have access to it, you can just use any meat. Like you can use beef or any other meat that you have available. But this right there, that's some magic. So I'm going to be steaming my meat. Yeah, that's okay. The salt goes in as usual, and then Maggi Cube. Of course, you can do without this as a Ghanaian. So I have my Maggi Cube here as well. And then any other spice or oil you can use to steam your meat. I have with me here goat spice because there's goat meat here, so I just add a little bit. And then this for beef. Since I have intestines here, I'll just add a little bit. Yeah. And I'm all done with my steaming ingredients. You want to add a little bit of water to help it steam. So depending on how hard or soft the meat is, you can steam it for about 10 to 15 minutes. Before anything, I want to smoke my fish. I'll be adding that to the stew. So real quick, I'll put it in the oven so that by the time the stew is done, the fish will be ready. put it right on here. Be adding some salt to it. Now be adding a little bit of oil so it doesn't get dry while smoking. So I'm going to put in these in the oven for about, let's say, 10 minutes. Then I'll go ahead and blend my tomatoes and pepper. West Africans, you know we can do without pepper, right? Usually yes. I'll wash my vegetables with salt. And people just come and touch them anyhow and leave them and go. Go ahead and blend it. It's boiling all right. Our meat is ready now, so we pour it out and then begin with our stew. We're going with our palm oil. So once your palm oil is hot, remember I blended onion, ginger and garlic. So you pour it in the palm oil. I nearly forgot of this. So this is like momone in Ghana, a salted fish. Okay, so you add this to the oil before you pour in your mixture. Then your mixture goes in. You cover it for about 2 minutes. Then you go in with your blended pepper and tomatoes. Let's blend our ayoyo and okro. Okay. So this is how the ayoyo looks like here. If it were to be in Ghana, like I will get a fresh leafy vegetable itself, but we are not in that situation. So this is like frozen ayoyo. So I'll be blending this ayoyo with some okro to give it that slippery, slimy feel. This is how it looks like. It looks fresh though. So I'll go in with my okra. I already have it chopped and kept in the freezer. So I'll just fetch some and then just add a little bit of water. Then we come back here and add up our tomatoes to the onions that we already poured in the palm oil. I'll go ahead and pour it in here. Yes. And I'll put it on fire. Obviously I can have access to saltpeter, so baking soda also does the job well. So I'm just gonna, this is way stronger than saltpeter, so be careful how you put it. Just put a little bit of it. So once our stew is boiling, you can go in with the meat to help soften it. Yeah, I think our ayoyo is good now, because you wouldn't want to boil it too much, otherwise it's gonna lose the slimy feel. So I think this is okay, just how I want it. And this is how far we've come with the stew. all that water is gonna go down, and then you'll be ready for eating. Yeah, so while the stew is on fire, you just want to start with your teasers right away, okay? Because you want that by the time the teaser is ready, your stew is ready as well. So for the teasers I have with me here, this is konkonte, like cassava powder. Yeah, made out of cassava, as you can see, the cassava here. How did I cut this thing? Who does that? Yeah, but you can see it's just konkonte. And then you also need corn flour. Yeah, you need your corn flour here, and those are the two things, and water you need for the teasers. So let's get right in. So you wanna make sure you have your boiling water ready. It's not boiling yet, but I know it's gonna boil soon, so yeah. And then you pour your corn flour in a bowl. Depending on the quantity you want to make, okay? So I'm not gonna make much of it, so just a little bit, and then you mix it with water. Yeah, please, I already had my hands washed, don't judge me. So once our water is boiling, you pour in the mixture. That's the corn flour mixture. Okay, so it goes like this, and immediately it becomes thick like porridge. Okay, then you close it again and allow it to boil. So while you wait for your porridge to boil, you pour in the corn flour, you pour it in the bowl. Once again, depending on the quantity you want or the quantity you are making. I'm not making much, so not much. This is my corn flour. Then I'll go in with my cassava flour. So once the porridge is boiling, put some into a bowl. To be used later. Okay. You want to make sure you have this bankuta. Well, this is not bankuta, just like a wooden ladle. But anything that can stir the teasers is fine. Then this is your mixture of maize flour and then cassava flour. So you want to go in like this. Pour in bit by bit. Yeah. And faster before it forms balls. Yeah, so make sure you go faster. So you stir it for some time, make sure that it's well mixed up. So at this point you add up the porridge that you fetched down. Make sure you stir it. Well, you don't need to be this fast. I'm just sorry because I know how to go about. But if you're a beginner, just make sure it's well mixed up. That's the most important thing. So you serve for about 10 minutes and you are good to serve. Once your DIY is ready, you can serve. And get your nicely smoked fish. Yeah, a nicely smoked fish. So I'm going to be adding this to the stew. So let's check on our stew and see how it's doing. Wow, I believe we're good to go now. Stew is ready. Got all that assorted meat. So remember the ayoyo? Yes. So the ayoyo goes first into the bowl. I like the way it's slippery. Then the stew follows.
So yeah, all this brings us to the end of our teasered video. I hope you did enjoy it, and I hope that you try out this recipe. Reach out to me if you need any help, and I will be happy to assist you. See you again in another video. Please do not forget to comment and subscribe. It does help a lot.